I'm your host, Whitney Ward. I am here to bring knowledge and community. I believe that women are the most powerful entity on this planet. We are here to connect and bring life into this world. So let's rise up, come into our power, heal, and be whole. Anything and everything, let's talk about it. Welcome to Whitney's World Podcast. 5, 6, 7, 8, let's go! What's up, squad? Welcome back to Whitney's World Podcast. I'm so excited to have you guys here today. I feel like I'm screaming because this is a spicy one. This is going to go deep into my personal life, some things that have been going on, and I'm really excited to share it with you. Usually I record on Fridays. Right now it's Monday, and this is going to come out in 2 days. So I'm super excited. I got to get it to my little bro, Josh, because he does all my editing. So he said to get it to him by 6 p.m. tonight. It's literally 4:19. But I've just had a lot going on. My life has been super exciting. I have had a lot of movement and exciting things happening. So just remember, please, 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 this is my life. This is Whitney's world. I am trying to bring light into your life. Also, knowledge and community and all of these things. But, I'm really coming out with just trying to be honest and explain, what I'm going through, what I'm learning, and I'm really trying to share my journey with all of you. So please, don't judge me. If you do have some advice for me, please hit me up in my DMs, shoot me a text message. I'm all about advice. This is such a beautiful journey and I love life. I feel like life has just been super lit up and I'm really, really thankful for everything that's going on. So just keep in mind, it's going to get a little spicy and I'm not going to be, going in a ton of details or anything like that. But this is an episode that's truly what's happening in my world. And I'm really excited to share it with all of you. So please buckle up and listen up. So I have been in a place of my life where I really feel like that feminine energy has been sparked in me. You should know that I restarted my life and I have completely rebuilt and I'm rebuilding. I still am rebuilding a new career, a new life. I'm building new friends, new friendships. My life is just really moving forward and I'm really thankful for that. But I want to kind of talk about expectations because I feel as though it's really hard to get to a place where you are so whole and comfortable, especially for me, where I'm just so comfortable and whole that I don't have to have expectations for anyone. And I really think that expectations are a killer. They're a killer in friendships. They're a killer in marriages. They're a killer in relationships. They're a killer in even family. They're a killer in, if you're a child and your parent is expecting something from you and you can't do that, I just feel like expectations are such a killer. So I want to kind of talk about expectations and, kind of what's going on in my life and how I'm having to make sure that I stay in a place of I'm not expecting anything from anyone except from myself. I need to expect that I show up every day as the woman I want to be, the woman I'm here to be, and bring my message forward. And I can't expect anything from anyone outside of myself and God. And so that's where I'm at. I feel like expectations removes us from the moment and they pull us in a constant loop of false possibilities. It's think about when you're a child, it's Christmas or it's your birthday or anything like that, or Mother's Day. If you expect something and you don't get it, your immediate emotions are anger, sadness, you're upset with people. Even if you express hey, I really want these shoes for my birthday and you don't get it, it's a thing where all the bad emotions come up and you start thinking even worse things, or you start putting yourself in this mode of anger. And what it does is it removes you from the real situation. It removes you from the moment where someone's trying to give you something and you can't even receive it and be happy because you're expecting something else. And so when we decide to expect things from people and we don't get it, then we put ourselves in a position where we're just not happy, when really, if you have no expectations and someone gives you this gift, then you've received everything. Like, there, you're like, wow, what a great gift. I'm so thankful for this gift. And it really unlocks the happiness and the joy and that giving spirit that someone's trying to give you something. So here's the spice. So obviously I moved from Colorado, and I've felt like I've really had to have this like masculine power in my life be increased because, I'm really restarting a career, moving across the country. Now I'm trying to build my podcast. My podcast is building. So thank you to everyone, because it builds every day. I'm getting new downloads. I'm getting phone calls from people telling me they're listening to it and I'm helping them and they love it and keep going. So I'm really excited. So thank you guys all. But, there's been this like masculine kind of facade I've had to put on as I transitioned from Colorado to Florida. I've been here for about a year and a half now. So it's exciting to see, that change and that transformation. And now I feel like I'm in a place where the feminine energy has been sparked in my life because I started dating. So this is, again, I'm like smiling because it's kind of crazy. I don't know if these guys are listening. So if you are, obviously I'm not going to say your name, but just know that if you're in my life, you're probably going to be on the podcast, like obviously not here in person, but I'm going to be talking about you. So you better behave well, or I'll be telling everyone. No, I'm just kidding. So what I've been learning is just like the feminine energy is so powerful and so beautiful and so strong. And I want to also say, as like a disclaimer, which I might get some like lash on this, but I really don't care. I am not like a feminist. Obviously, I'm a strong, independent woman, but I do believe in the masculine power of a man. I believe in men, being, how do I say this? Men being there, and when there's the masculine and the feminine work together and it's the right thing, I think it's like a force that really can't be reckoned with, and I think that's really special. So I just want to like say, I am a strong independent woman, but I believe men are needed 100%. And to be honest, I want a man. I don't want to be a like strong independent woman for the rest of my life. I would love to have someone go pick up all my weeds and do my yard work and help me, get something off the top shelf that I can't reach, and help me like kill the freaking bugs that are in my house because it's swamp land in Florida, but it's fine. It's coming. It's on the way. But I just want to, kind of let you know what I've been going through and like this transformation of the feminine being sparked in me. So like a while ago, I'm not going to say how long ago, but recently, a while ago, I randomly hung out with this guy. And I immediately felt a super strong connection, even spiritually, which is really hard for me to find these days because I'm on this journey of my own spirituality. So it's really cool to like find someone that understands what I'm going through and understands where I'm at and like my headspace with spirituality, because I was raised like super Christian and in the church, and I've kind of separated myself from that for a while. And who knows, maybe one day I'll go back to that. But as of now, I just am trying to be on my own journey of spirituality. So I met this guy, and it was really exciting. And I definitely felt myself like expecting we would hang out more, and he would text me and he would want to, I don't know, not date me, but like want to see where things went. But like, that's not what happened at all. It just basically went from like this super high to like down the mountain and crashed, which is fine because it's fine because that situation really opened my heart. I feel like it cracked my heart open so that I could be in my feminine again. And what's crazy from that situation is God, I like to use the word God and universe, by the way. So don't let that offend you. I just feel like it's all one, but for me, I feel like the universe works really hard and that's God. So just know, like, if I say those words, I'm meaning the same thing. So anyway, I feel like that situation really cracked my heart open to being open to dating again because I had to put this like masculine facade on and kind of be, I feel like, closed off so I could focus and I could really get to where I want to go with my business and restarting. And so feeling this like crack of my heart was so powerful and exciting. And I was like, okay, I'm open. I'm going to be open. I'm going to see what life has for me and let the universe just bring me opportunities to kind of date. And so, anyway, that kind of like crashed and burned. No big deal. Thank you. And then this other guy came into my life, and I feel like that guy had expectations of us hanging out and like me texting him and like wanting to go out with him. And he was asking me to go out with him. And I just couldn't. Like, I just felt no connection. I don't know. I just didn't feel right. So it did make me feel a little bit bad though, because I feel like he's expecting me to do these things, but I don't really want to do those things. Like, to be honest, it's no hard feelings. It's just like I didn't really feel that connection. And so, when you put expectations on someone, you don't know how they're going to react, and you don't even know if they want that. And so you expect these things, and the only thing that it does is hurt you in the end, because that person has, they don't owe you anything. They don't owe you a text. They don't owe you a dinner. They don't owe you anything, even if you have been hanging out for them a while. I mean, it would be nice if you've been hanging out with someone for a while for them to be honest with you. But unfortunately, people don't owe you anything at the point of you're just hanging out and like trying to get to know anyone. And so I felt just kind of like, ugh, with that second guy, like, why just like, I'm just not interested. Just stop. And like, don't expect anything from me because you're not getting it here. Like, there's no chance. So come around even more recently, I was in between showings, and I decided to go like sit down and get some lunch and just work and make some phone calls and stuff. And I scanned the room and I saw this guy. Now you got to remember, my heart's open and I'm kind of like now open to the idea of dating. And, I'm trying to like put myself out there because I just feel like it's exciting. It's exciting to meet people and men, and them like just have a connection and talk and like learn. And I learned so much about myself too in these situations. So I just love it. I think it's been a great time. So anyway, I run into this guy. So we start hanging out. Everything's good. And things are like, we're talking, whatever. And then of course we speak after a couple times of hanging out. And he's like, oh, I just want to slow down. I want to see like where life takes us. And just kind of slow down. So like no expectations, right? So I feel like in that situation, whereas like things are like super high, but then it's like you got to slow down, it's okay. And I feel like I was kind of a little bit hurt because I was like super, like I was on this super high. And then, it's like, well, let's just see how things go. It got to a point where it's like, okay, I have to keep moving forward. And also like, you're the third guy I met, like who, maybe someone else is supposed to come into my life, and, maybe I'll still hang out with this guy and things will grow, and, who knows? But I feel like I just can't expect anything from anyone. I can't expect any guy to come into my life and immediately like fall at my feet and like be in love with me and just want to go from 0 to 100, because sometimes I will say, like, I've been all my past relationships have been pretty fast and furious, and obviously they've never worked out. So it's cool that this guy is like, let's, take it slow and see where things are. And that's great. Again, it just comes back to the place where I need to find my wholeness. I need to be complete in myself. And I don't expect anything from you, so that when he does hit me up and say, hey, you want to go on a date, you want to go to a movie, you want to come to my friend's house, like we can do that. And I don't expect it. And so when it happens, it's magical. This podcast is brought to you by yours truly, me, Whitney Ward. I'm a licensed realtor in Colorado and Florida. I would love the opportunity to connect with you if you're looking to buy or sell real estate. You live in another state? No problem. I pride myself on connecting with the best and top realtors around. DM me on Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook. I'd love to help you with your real estate goals. Chat soon. Let's get back to the show. So I have to get to a place where, like I said, I just truly love myself. I trust myself, and I trust the universe will bring me the right man at the perfect time. But in the interim of that, dating is so interesting, and it is exciting, and it is fun, and it's exhilarating, and it brings so much like new experiences. And also, again, I feel like I'm learning so much, and you can learn so much from a masculine, like just hanging out with guys and like, hearing them communicate and their energy and feeling them. It's really a special thing, and it makes me learn, more about them. And I think it's so fun, and I love it. And so I think it's just so important to also, when you don't have expectations, you can truly be open and free. You can be loving, and you can also be honest and be yourself. But also, when you're in that position, the universe can bring you anything. And so you don't expect anything from that person because maybe someone else is around the corner, or maybe it is that person, but you're going to grow into this beautiful friendship and this beautiful relationship to where you could actually have a relationship and a marriage that probably lasts because you were friends and you did learn each other, and you didn't expect anything. So anything that person gives you is such a gift, and it's so exciting. And also, I feel like if someone wants to talk to you, they will. If they want to respond to you, they're going to respond to you. But again, like don't expect anything from them, because maybe that person's not even meant for you, and you're expecting them and you're wanting all these things from them. And it's like, no, they're just supposed to teach you something. And, maybe you're supposed to learn something from them, but you have to learn from them to unlock the next door. Sometimes, I mean, how many times do you hear people date all these people and they're on all these dates, but it's like, no, no, next, next. But in all those situations, you're learning about yourself, and you're also learning about the other side. And I think that's really, really special. And so, I think also listening to your intuition is super important when it comes to dating, and really trust that. Your intuition is like a muscle. So if you feel, like you probably shouldn't hang out with that person again, or there's like a huge red flag, but you're just like in awe. So you just like wave the flag away. That's when you get into trouble. And that's when things get really hard. And let me tell you, I've done that time and time again with pretty much all my exes. There were like these huge red flags, but I was, I guess, desperate and just really wanted to be in a relationship. And I didn't really date a lot. It just happened because I wasn't really dating. Whereas now I feel like I'm kind of out there, I'm dating, I need to have no expectations of anyone. And that way I can just learn, and I can grow, and I can just be open to the experiences and the universe. And also, dating gives me opportunities to talk to you guys about what's going on in my life, and like how crazy it is and how exciting it is. And hopefully you're learning something from me, to get out and date and be open, and don't, be closed off. But also, if you feel red flags, if you see red flags, like it's okay to just be like, hey, you know, I think we're just looking for different things. Like I'm not open. But also, if you want to ghost someone, I'm not saying ghosting is what you should do because that person does have a heart, but you don't owe them anything. So if you're just not feeling it and you got red flags or whatever and you need to ghost them, I don't know. I guess I say just ghost them, because you don't owe them anything. Like pretty much you don't even know each other. If you're dating someone and you're going to break up, you definitely need to have a conversation. You can't just ghost someone. Obviously, they might go crazy and show up at your door, but we don't want that. So I also think like communication is so key in dating, in relationships, obviously, but like even dating, if like this guy, for instance, if he didn't tell me, I just feel like I want to take it slow and like really be your friend and learn who Whitney is. If he didn't tell me that, but he pulled back, it would probably make me feel like what's going on, what's happening. But again, like even in that situation, like why even have expectations? Like if they don't want to talk to me, like, okay, bye. Like there's someone else around the corner and I'm open to it. Like my heart is cracked. I'm ready and I will go. If I think you're attractive and you're a good conversational, I'll go on a date with you. Let's go. And if I don't like you or I'm uncomfortable, I will leave. And I have no issues with doing that because I'm not a person that's like going to sit and be uncomfortable just because I like feel bad or I feel like I owe them anything. I don't owe these guys anything. This is just a part of my journey and my process. And I mean, if you get to hang out with me, that's cool. And if I leave, that's on you, buddy. That's not on me. So, just in this like whole situation, I just been like, Whitney, I just open up and let go and don't expect anything from any of these guys. And the only thing that I feel like I should be expecting is from myself. I feel like I should be expecting to show up every day, to continue to move forward, to grow as a woman, to grow into my goals, to follow my dreams, to press through, to push forward. And really, at the end of the day, I should only expect anything from myself and no one else because I'm in control of my future. I'm in control of what I want. I'm in control of the things and the choices that I make, the clients I meet, all the things that I do. And I'm also in control of how I behave, I conduct myself, I learn, and all of these things. So I feel like expectations, when you do expect things from people, it traps you and it traps your own mind in thinking that you're not worthy enough, you're not this, you're not that. But on the flip side, like I don't even know that other person. You don't know that other person. You have no idea what baggage they have. And if it's not working out, it's okay. Take the dinner. Hopefully that was a good conversation and keep moving forward. Just because someone doesn't want to talk to me or all of a sudden like isn't talking to me, shouldn't mean anything to me. Like they don't owe me anything. I don't owe anything to them. And I can just move forward and be thankful for the opportunity that I'm getting out and meeting people. And obviously you're not right. So let's keep moving forward. Let's keep pushing forward. And I just feel like with that mindset, you free yourself from all the false possibilities that the what ifs, telling me you just free yourself from all the things that your mind tries to tell you is real and it's not. Like expectations are not real. Expectations are not reality. And how many times has someone come to you and been like, well, I expected you to know that. I expected you to understand or know that I feel that way. And you're like, well, you never told me. How would I ever know that? I can't read your mind. And so that's the same way, with what I'm learning to date is like, I just can't expect anything from any of these guys. And I have to trust that I'm growing. I'm being the woman that I want to be. And just know that when it's the right match, like, boy, will it happen. Like, don't worry. I will tell you that I'm ready and you'll tell me. And it will be this beautiful reality where we can come together. But again, understand that we don't expect anything from each other because you can't expect things from other people. You have to only expect what you bring to the table and, your communication and your peacefulness and your mindset. That's like the key. I think that is just so important when it comes to dating and relationships in general. So, my challenge and my motivation again is to just unzip, let the expectations go, push them away, because that's where the true freedom is. When you can just be open, and no matter how someone reacts, no matter what someone says, it's okay because you are whole. You trust yourself. You know where you're going. You know that the universe is going to bring you everything that you deserve, and you were honest and truthful. And it's okay if it doesn't work out because there's someone better for you. And you just have to believe that. You have to fully rest in the reality of the moment or possibilities. And we can have hope without expectations. We can hope for all the things that we want. We can hope for, the relationships and the family, and, eventually meeting someone that's the right person that you can grow with. And that's what you hope for. But you don't have expectations of anyone, because when you do it, again, it's like you're trying to like hook that person by expecting things from them. And what the hook does is traps you, because now you can't let go. And sometimes that person doesn't even know you have this hook, and that your mind is like going on, and you're thinking about them, and you're thinking about, I wonder if they're going to text me again. Like that hook it's your trap. Like you've now trapped yourself in expecting something from this person that probably doesn't even know you hooked, and they're not hooked. I mean, they're if they're thinking about you but not texting you, like you can't control that. There's literally nothing you can do. And again, I think that the mantra that I've been living by is that I don't chase, I attract. I attract what's right for me, and whatever's not meant for me is not trapped in my life. It's not something I have to give energy to. If it's the right thing, in business and relationships and friendships, if it's the right thing, it will always be the right thing, and it will show itself to you. It will unfold in front of you, and it will be a beautiful moment in your timeline, and a beautiful thing. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of come on and share that with all of you. I am super excited about what's to come. I'm super excited about dating again. I think I'm ready. I feel like it's just a great time to be alive, be open. I feel like I'm finally settling in Florida, and I'm just really excited to see what God is going to bring into my life. And I feel super excited and lit up. And I'm really excited about the podcast. I'm really loving, all of you listening and everything that you guys are bringing to me. And I want to hear what you guys think about this. I want to hear about your dating experiences. If you are dating, if you have any questions or crazy stories, like please shoot me a DM or send me a text, because I would love to just read about it. That way, I can know what everyone else is up to, and talk about it, because I think it's so important. And dating has gotten so hard, I feel like. And I'm not like, that's kind of why what I'm trying to, figure out too. And I've definitely been reaching out to my married friends and just kind of asking them, what's the key? Like, what do you feel like the key is? Today I actually asked someone that called me, and she was like, hey, I listened to your podcast. It was great. And she had mentioned that she's going through a divorce, but it's, better for her. And so obviously that's great. And I said, well, what's the key to a long lasting marriage in your relationship? And she said, honesty. She's like, you have to be honest. And you have to be honest with yourself first. Because if you're not honest with yourself, what's going on inside of you, then you can't even be honest with anyone else. So she had mentioned honesty, and I was like, that's really good. I think a lot of people say communication, which kind of, I guess, like goes hand in hand, but you can communicate, but be a liar. We all know many people do that. So being honest, I think that was such good advice. And it really, I kind of was resonated with that, because as I do date and as I do venture on into this new lifestyle of, just being open and available to men. I think that honesty, there's a place for that. Obviously, you have, I have to guard my heart. You need to guard your heart, maybe not be too honest, but I feel like I'm a pretty honest person anyway. And sometimes maybe that has gotten me into bad relationships because I've just been so honest and then I was taken advantage of. But that's just part of the life. It's just part of learning and moving forward. But anyway, as far as like a lasting relationship, I thought that was good advice. And I think we do need to be more honest with ourselves and with other people, and if you're not feeling someone or they're not feeling you, it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. At least they're being honest. At least they're not playing with your heart, because that's the worst, is to be with someone that's like playing with your heart and you think that you're going this path, but really that it's not. I mean, there's that expectation, right? You think this, but it's not. I thought that was interesting. So I think, if you are out there dating and you are trying to, find someone that's a good energetically matched person for you, the best thing you can do is be honest with yourself. And then when the time comes to be honest with that person, be honest. And you never know if you don't try, but you also don't know unless you're communicating and being honest. So yeah, I hope this helps. I would love to hear from all the ladies or gentlemen if you're dating, kind of what is going on in your dating life. If you have any cool, crazy stories, please let me know. I'd love to hear them. I will eventually be talking about my ex relationships and that stuff, because I think that's super important to like Whitney's world. And again, how I ended up here, why I'm even I mean, to be honest, the whole reason I started a podcast was because of my past relationship and everything that I've gone through. And I just feel like I'm supposed to come here and kind of share a message and just be someone that is honest and vulnerable and open, because there's a lot of people that can't be open because of their, I don't know why, but I just feel like there's not a lot of people that are open, and I just want to be open and honest. Like, what is there to lose? If anything, there's everything to gain, because we can all help each other. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk about expectations, and kind of as I venture out into the dating world, I'm really trying to not expect anything from anyone, because I don't want to, at the end of the day, be let down or be hurt by expecting something from someone that I don't even know. So yeah, I hope this helps. I hope you guys loved it. I hope you feel the energy. I hope you share this with someone. If you, like I said, if you're dating and you have anything you want to share, please let me know. I would love to hear it. I think dating is great, as long as, again, when you see those red flags, like, don't settle. Listen to your intuition. Do not settle. Seriously, don't. When you settle, it gets you into a world that you don't even want to be in. So why settle? Come into your power. Find out who you are. Become a whole person, expecting nothing from anyone else, only from yourself and only from God. That will truly free you and make you just blossom into the perfect person you should be. So I love you guys. I'm so thankful. I seriously am. I feel like I was pretty vulnerable in this podcast. So I hope it helped. Please, don't judge me. If you have any advice, shoot it over. I would love to hear it. But, this is just kind of where I'm at right now today in July. It's towards the end of July of 2023. And I just want to be honest and vulnerable and just have you guys be along on the ride, because this is a ride and I'm just here to share my journey and all the things I'm learning and all the things I'm experiencing, because I just feel like that's what I'm supposed to do. So I hope this is helping everyone. I love you guys. Please, when you're listening to the podcast, please tag me on Instagram or TikTok. It means seriously everything to me. I want to continue to have a fun, exciting podcast. Some of them are going to be longer. Some of them will be shorter. Some, who knows what they're going to be, but this one's a little bit of a shorter one, just because I that's really all I have to talk about. And I just want to encourage everyone, don't give up, keep pushing, keep pursuing. Don't let anyone ruin your day. Don't let anyone ruin that energy. Bring it every day. Show up, be who you're meant to be, and remember that everything's going to work out. And when you show up, what you put out, it comes back to you tenfold. So I love you guys. Happy Wednesday. If you're listening to this on Wednesday when I release Whitney's World, thank you guys so much. Seriously, you mean the world to me. And I'm so truly honored. So love you guys. Please stay tuned after for a little clip of my brother's album that he's released. It's really great. If you haven't heard the whole thing, hop on Spotify. Treefers is the name. He has a lo-fi sessions album out, and it is super freaking awesome. So stay tuned to that. Tune into it. Don't turn off the podcast until it's over. And if you know anyone that needs to hear this or my brother's album, please send them over. We love you guys. Thank you guys. And I will see you next week.
Take me, undress me. I think I can make you glow. Take me, undress me. I think I can make you glow. Moonlight upon your skin, the room is dark. I hear you step across the room, my soul depart. Every touch upon you makes me fall apart. I hear you whisper, taking now my soul embarks on a journey to the end. I see your universe collide from deep within. Let me take your stars and rearrange again. Under lights I see the detail of your skin. Slowly while you drip, I hear you call, I'll be on time, I won't forget. She told me let me hold your heart, I got a test. She grabbed my hand and take the breath out of my chest. Take me, undress me. I think I can make you glow. Take me, undress me. I think I can make you glow.
One at a time, she slowly reclined. I'm tracing the skin, she poking ideas of love in my mind till I find a rhyme, a reason to float. Under her wings, she handed me hope. I don't think I know, but I may go grab it. Not feeling the havoc or panic from damages under my soul. She tell me let go. I wanna know all your fears in the depths of the links of your soul. How deep do it coast? Where does it end? At the bottom of worlds I ain't been to before. I think we should go. I told her hold on, we boarding the journey, most can't take the toll. There's no turning back here, so grab on my waist. Feel the pain of my walk in my shoes as it cold. I hope that you know I wrote you a love song, but I don't do singing, so I call the bros. When they lay the vocal to take you to space, now we painting a picture of love with a stroke and musical notes. I want you to feel my emotions while serenading from the ghost. Now that you hold all my thoughts, let me lay you back, take your mind down to the dark that I know.